Salut, comment ça va? Comment est ton état de santé? C'est Samy. Tu es bienvenue dans ma classe. Aujourd'hui, je vais enseigner. I'm stuck there. So, I love you. Hi once again. How are you? Welcome to my class. In this video, we are analyzing chapter 12. Chapter 11. We have 3 more chapters to cover. If you haven't checked chapter 1 to chapter 10, click the link in the description box. If you want to get a notification anytime I upload a new video, click the bell notification. So again, welcome. In this video, I'm going to explain the themes in chapter 11. I have a few of them here, but if you have identified another one that is not in this list, you could share with me at the comments. And the first one is poor governance. It's a general term, but we have some forms of poor governance. The one that we have is on page 142. Through flashback, we learn about the poor governance. You see, the Pastor Chiamaka, in his sermon, he mentioned some of the failures of the government, and after that, the next day he was jailed. And we can see that the government is affiliate, which is a form of poor governance. Page 142. This is the guide reminding him of the state abuse that he had undergone. In a sermon 4 years earlier, Pastor Chiamaka had made statement he believed to be well with the bounds of permissible political expressions. Still, the police had picked him up the next morning. Before he could ask them why he had found himself in jail, sharing a cell with very bad people. I don't need reminding, he said. So the guide was reminding him of the abuse that he had undergone. After that, we have death. In page 143, we can see Comrade Melusi mourning the death of his wife, who had been dead for 20 years. That is Ziliza. 143. Comrade Melusi, in bed, flat on his back, was daydreaming about his wife, Ziliza. He was telling himself, had to have been the most beautiful woman on earth. Oh, Ziliza. He reached for his wallet, then pulled out her photograph. She emerged with her eyes fixed on him from across the 20 years she has been dead, suffering. And in this case, the 4 men, the 4 observers, had suffered state abuse, each in a different way. As I say, Professor Kimani losing the daughter and the wife, and we have Tahir losing the eye, Feast of Allah being dismantled. You also have Comrade Melusi losing the wife, and Pastor Chiamaka being jailed for 2 weeks. And we can see Mr. Longway giving them the reasons as to why they are the ones who are chosen. And one of them is because they had undergone a state abuse which they'll never want to undergo again or experience again. Page 144, the second paragraph, reason that is, you here because you have suffered ugly state abuse you do not want to ever suffer again. Lastly, we have revenge, and this comes to Comrade Melusi. He had lost his wife in a government retribution, and in this case, as he was looking at the picture of his late wife, he swore to avenge her death. That is page, let me check, 44 again. Comrade Melusi returned to the photograph of his wife. To her now had come a mouthful plea, all the more searching for having a face but not a voice. The man responsible for her death, she was begging wordlessly, now must himself die. See? Comrade Melusi promised her he would see to it. To underline his promise, he rose on his feet, stood at attention, executed a war salute and intoned an oath. Come next day, he saw she would have her revenge. And that is the last thing that I have come across. Guys, that is the end. In case you have something to add on these ones, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, don't forget to give my video a thumbs up. Merci beaucoup. À plus tard. Au revoir.